Welcome to the brief overview video for Case Files Collection. Case Files Collection from McGraw-Hill Education offers the best-selling Case Files content in an interactive format. Optimized for viewing on any mobile device and written by subject matter experts, this comprehensive case collection helps students learn and apply basic science and clinical medicine concepts in the context of realistic patient cases. Updated regularly, Case Files Collection provides premier case content with the goal of improving learning outcomes through exposure to clinical cases. The Case Files Collection features a complete collection of basic science, clinical medicine, and postgraduate level cases from 23 Case Files series books, an interactive format to help students learn and retain knowledge through exposure to realistic patient cases, comprehensive quizzes, and podcasts, and personalized functionality to let users mark their progress through completed and unseen cases. Of the more than 1,200 cases on the site, 650 are unique, meaning that they do not appear in Access Medicine or other sites. On the home page, we can flip through a carousel of cases to see the different content areas, or use the tabs along the top to filter to specific user-level cases, including those in basic science, which are great for early medical school students, and clinical rotation and postgraduate cases for more advanced users. Note that every resource in Case Files Collection, including cases and podcasts, has a durable URL which you can embed in your LMS. Now, let's take a look at some of the basic science cases. Basic science cases are available for anatomy, biochemistry, microbiology, neuroscience, pathology, pharmacology, and physiology, and are primarily designed for early medical students. Let's take a closer look at Case Files Anatomy. Cases may vary slightly, but for each case, you generally get a description of the patient's history, some short answer questions, clinical pearls or key takeaways, comprehension questions, and references. Let's click through the quiz. Quiz results can be emailed or printed. Students can also retake the quiz for a more desirable grade. Now, let's look at clinical rotation cases. Clinical rotation cases are real-life cases that sharpen your critical thinking skills for your clerkship and the shelf exam. These are high-yield cases which illustrate essential concepts in patient care. Let's open cardiology. Similar to the basic science cases, each case begins with a vignette accompanied by relevant open-ended questions designed to teach diagnostic or therapeutic approaches relevant to practice and/or that field. The answers that follow emphasize mechanisms and underlying principles. USMLE style review questions and clinical pearls accompany each case, which helps serve as a primer on how to approach clinical problems and think like an experienced doctor. Now, let's open postgraduate cases. Postgraduate cases are available with some overlap in the areas covered in clinical rotation cases. These cases include many of the same features and functionalities we have already viewed in the basic science and clinical rotation cases, including options for linking to them, completing a comprehensive assessment, and more. As with the clinical rotation cases, postgraduate cases may include diagnostic considerations, clinical definitions and approach to treatment, EVP clinical recommendations, plan of care, and more. However, gynecologic surgery, high-risk obstetrics, and orthopedic surgery are unique to postgraduate cases. Let's take a look at orthopedic surgery. Each case includes a concise and accurate patient presentation, key exam findings, and clear radiologic images where applicable. Additionally, cases include in-depth discussions of the injury or condition represented, paired with evidence-based practice recommendations, basic procedural tips and techniques, and discussion of potential complications, pitfalls, and ultimate patient outcomes. Under podcast audio, users can access dynamic, engaging podcasts which complement cases in the site and help illuminate concepts from the cases. Dr. Eugene Toy, primary author of the Case Files series, brings the cases to life and emphasizes key concepts in an easy-to-use format. Since Case Files Collection is a mobile-friendly site, you can open the site on any mobile device and listen to these lively, engaging discussions on the go. Instructors may also embed these podcasts in coursework using the durable URL. Under My Case History, which you can find here, users are provided with a history of the cases they have opened, completed, or that are in progress just from Case Files Collection. Note that this is different from My Cases in your Access profile, which shows all cases that a user has accessed from across all McGraw-Hill medical platforms. Users can view the status for each case in their history, as well as the case number, case title, book, and date accessed. You can easily find content on the site using the search builder. Users can filter results by format, topic, and add terms as needed. To the right, you can select the star icon to save the item to your favorites in your Access profile. Case Files Collection supports librarians with administrative features and outreach resources to help your institution get the most from your subscription. Promotional materials and resources are located under the Support tab at the top of the page or at the bottom. Helpful resources are also available on the Case Files Collection LibGuide, and information there can be incorporated into your own guides. If you have any questions or would like to learn more about Case Files Collection, please contact customer success at mheducation.com.